I'd like to call the Board of Works meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Joanne, would you start us off?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will call the roll. Jamie?
Here.
Steve?
Here.
Joetta? Here. Scott?
Here.
Mayor Lynch? All here. Did everybody get a copy of the minutes?
Yes, we did. Mayor, I think there may be a small error on the minutes.
Okay.
I don't believe Member Sonity was here. And there's a few places where it says he seconded the motion.
Okay. So we will have to amend the minutes.
So if
And
we have a
I'm not
move it and a
sure-
second,
I
that's
can go
incorrect.
back to my minutes. Usually I write down on my notes
Okay.
who motioned and who seconded. Did anybody else do that? If not, I'll go back and look at my own notes that I have. So under claims, and under bulk item appeals,
And under major illness.
and under major illness. Okay, so someone wants to make that motion and motion to amend those items.
My suggestion, Madam Chairman, frankly, is to table, these minutes are messed up. I would table this, get a corrected copy, and approve it at your next meeting.
Okay,
If it's just a small error, but when we've got somebody in there seconding motions that wasn't here, we probably need to clean that up.
okay.
I make a motion to table the minutes of the June 22nd meeting until the corrections are made and we can approve them at the next meeting.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Steve, seconded by Jamie, to table the motions until we can make the corrections. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, I don't see any unfinished business. I'm making a note here. New business, we have a special event request for a kite flying event for L&L Foundation. Is anyone here? No one's here from L&L? It looks like this event is 8:06, so we do have another meeting before that.
I
think
see the date is 2022,
Okay,
2022.
what am I looking at? Date of event, 20. I wonder if they're sure if that,
Is that correct?
that's, why would they do that a year? I think that's wrong. Let's table this and we'll contact that person.
Okay, I'll make a motion to table L&L's Foundation's request for this event. There appears there may be an incorrect date put on the application. The application does indicate the year 2022, and we're thinking that they probably mean this year, 2021.
Yeah.
I second that motion.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Joetta, to table the L&L Foundation kite flying event. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Okay, we have the LED Community Acknowledgement. And that is a NIPSCO. Is anybody here to speak about that?
That was Sandy.
Was who?
Sandy had asked that to be on the agenda.
Is there any cost to the city switching to these lights?
I don't know anything about the program.
Yeah, it's the first I've heard of this.
No, I don't know anything about it. I was just asked to add it to the agenda.
Who did you say, Nina?
Sandy.
Sandy? Well, I don't know where Sandy's at.
Well, I think we should table this
Yeah.
because the expected start date is 2022, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious if there's any cost to the city for that changeover.
I think this acknowledgement form is really just a decision by the city on which type of lighting it wants, and I'm honestly not even remotely familiar with the benefits of these, so I think we do need AJ to kind of bring us up to speed on
Yeah.
what the two options bring.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see that.
Do we need a motion just to table this?
I think we need to table it.
I'll make a motion to table the LED community acknowledgement until we can have AJ look into it and explain it to us.
I'll second.
We have a motion, a second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. We have permission to seek quotes for the annual streetlight maintenance contract.
Yes, the city is seeking permission from the board to seek quotes for the annual streetlight maintenance contract.
And we're currently under a maintenance contract, correct?
Yes.
And is that with Circle R?
I believe so, with our metal poles.
So has it been a year?
It has.
Wow. It has. Where have I
Time flies
been?
when you're having fun.
I saw this on the agenda and going, has it really been that long? Yes, thank you, I guess
Yeah.
so.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, have we had any issues with our current contractor that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I don't know of any.
but all
issue.
you're doing is seeking quotes again.
Yes.
You're not renewing
Right.
the contract. All right. I make a motion to grant the city the opportunity to seek quotes for annual streetlight maintenance contract.
And actually, I believe the traffic lights is Midwest Electric.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll second.
And that's our next.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Steve, to give permission to seek quotes for the street light maintenance. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
And we also need to seek permission to seek quotes on the annual traffic signal contract as well.
And who does that?
I'm used to it.
Midwestern Electric has the current contract.
Okay.
Okay, I'll make a motion to allow the city to seek quotes for the annual traffic signal contract.
I second that motion.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Joetta, to seek quotes for the annual traffic signal contract. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have the MOU with the HR audit.
Are we going to do the Franciscan?
You skipped one.
We skipped one, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Franciscan EAP agreement. Is everybody aware of that? We've been doing this department by department, but we need to approve the contract with Franciscan. I know they're doing the audit now. She's been working on the audit. I think she should probably be done in the next couple of weeks.
I do have a question, Mayor, under compensation. I'm a little confused on these numbers. Employers shall pay FEAP $6,600 annually, but then they give a rate of $2,750 per employee. That must be per employee who takes advantage of the program?
No, Member Williams, the way it worked is they asked for the number of employees that the city has. We broke it out by department, so the stormwater, the sanitary, and then the city grader. And then they charge an annual fee, which is based on the number of employees times $27.50 per employee. So that creates an annual fee, which we will pay monthly.
Yeah, I should have just done the math a little bit
It's okay.
further.
Yeah.
And then I would have had the answer. Okay. So maybe it states in here, but so how long can an employee take advantage of the program at that dollar rate?
They can have, is it 6 sessions, I believe?
I think that's correct.
Okay.
And Ted, I didn't know if you wanted to speak about that, because I know you've worked with EAP. You've worked with this program, and you were the one that kind of spoke pretty highly of it.
It's an awesome program. That's the best thing I can say. It's great for all of our employees. Our department, our fire use it, the streets have used it. And it goes beyond simply responding to critical incidents. There's occasions where sometimes employees have something going on in their personal life. We as management can detect it at the workplace and make arrangements for the staff. And it works well. On the disciplinary side, it's also been part of the progressive discipline. So it works out well all the way around.
Well, that's good to hear. Thank you. I wasn't really questioning the worthwhileness of the program, the benefits of the program, just the math.
And from a contract formation standpoint, we have the right to if we ever get to a point where we're not happy with the program, there's an escape clause here with 30 days notice. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yes, I see that.
I'll
And
make
I
a
think
motion.
Joetta, being in the mental health industry, aren't you,
Supposed to make that motion.
understand the need to have things like that in your city, looking out for your employees?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great program from what the officer described.
Okay, we'll need a motion.
I'll make a motion that we enter into the agreement with the Franciscan EAP, or for an EAP.
I'll second.
We have a motion by Jamie, seconded by Steve. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Now we have the MOU with the HR audit. Nina, did you?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. We have the MOU of the HR audit. So did everybody get a copy of that? Just to let you know, this is the same company that the county used, and they were very happy with them because it points out the need to have HR and the deficiencies we are facing. So we need to look at all of those, and she will be preparing a report for us, which you will all get a copy.
Will this report also be presented to the full council?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, good.
Is there any other questions?
The items listed it states that they're the area of focus. So if other items or other issues come up, will the company look at that as well?
You know, I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to her for the last couple of weeks, so she hasn't interviewed me yet, so I know she spoke to the police department, right? Has she spoken to the fire department?
Okay.
Yeah. So how did that go? Was that?
I'm sorry, I can't hear it.
Okay.
It was informative on both sides. So I think she's going to come back and do an audit of the files and things. So I think we're probably where we need to be with it, but it's definitely good to have a extra set of eyes on some of this stuff. So see where it goes.
We told her we'll give her complete access and help her in any way that she needs to access our files.
Okay. And I mean, this is just an audit. It doesn't mean we're hiring an HR person. It means that we're looking at needs in the city. And in speaking to the county council, some of the county council people, and I think, Dan, you were there when they did the audit?
Yes, I was, Madam Mayor.
And how did that work out for the county?
It was fun.
Well, you ended up hiring an HR person, didn't you?
We did. We've been through a string of those
Yeah.
out there, frankly. But yeah, they were good. Ursula did a good job.
Okay. Just looking at it. Okay, we'll need a motion to approve.
Make a motion to approve the MOU for the HR audit.
I'll second that motion.
We have a motion by Scott, seconded by Joetta. Is there any further discussion?
So if I could ask a question,
Yes.
Madam Mayor. So through this audit, you said they're looking at personnel files and things of that nature. Are they seeing things that would be, health, like release of health information, or?
We made it clear that one of the things that we do for our file system is we have personnel files, we have our medical files completely separate.
Okay.
We will show that medical files are separate, but we're not going to give access to within those files. Is that?
Yeah, because if they're gonna have a gander at anything that might even look like medical information of any sort, I'm gonna want a HIPAA partnership disclosure agreement.
It says in the thing that other HR areas not included. That's mandated benefits, and it says COBRA and HIPAA, workman's comp.
Well, it just gave rise to a question when they made mention of the personnel files. I just want to make sure. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Okay. Are there any other questions? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. We have bulk item appeals.
There are none to review.
Thank you.
I don't know if anybody from the Board of Works saw that Randy has been auditing the recycling bins and been sending out some periodic updates to the council. Yesterday he came upon a green lid toter that was full of dirt to the top. So he confiscated the toter, but these are issues we're facing, and with Republic suspending us because we are putting items in the toters that don't belong in there, it's costing the city. So Randy's and his team have been going out auditing, and they go out in front of the garbage truck that picks up recycling, and they're auditing those bins and pulling them aside.
Yesterday, Madam Mayor, I received an email from Jerry Davidge. He's a freelance reporter, writer. Maybe many of you have read his articles in the paper. He reached out to Vicki and I and wants to be a part of the solution and create a greater awareness for the problem that we're having. So I spoke to Randy this morning and got his permission to share his cell phone with Jerry so they can communicate. Randy has all the numbers and understands the scope of the problem better than anybody. So I just wanted to make the board aware that Mr. Davidge is taking an interest in this and hopefully will help us, as I said previously, create an awareness for this issue.
That's great. That's the kind of help we need.
Yeah.
Okay. On to claims of $292,096.59. I did have a couple of questions in there, Nina. Does anybody else have questions?
I do, Madam Mayor.
Go ahead, Scott. I'll try to find mine.
I just want to make sure that Dark Side of the Light is paid in full with these two invoices that are on the claim docket.
Yes, he is.
Okay, thank you.
I think, Nina, the questions I had were with Leaf. I'm trying to find the page they were on.
Leaf is for all of the copy machines and printers.
Right.
Release.
Third page, Mayor, I think.
But I saw that there were quite a few extra charges on there for professional services, and I just wondered what that meant, because there's like 4 of them on there.
What page?
3?
It's on page 3, and I mean, I see their monthly billing at $46.61.59, but I'm seeing all these 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like another over $1,000 in what is titled professional services. So I'm not sure what those are.
So anything that's over a flat amount is overages for the month for printing?
Are these copy machines?
And printers.
I mean,
Well,
what?
and there's also the larger amount that we've been paying for when we entered into an agreement with Proven in 2020 for the firewalls and some switches
You need this.
that were replaced for field forces and City Hall. That's in there also.
I just guess I was trying to figure out what are the professional services. What would that be, Nina?
Just the regular monthly fee for the contract, and then any overages of printing.
Like,
You get an X amount.
like ink and things like that?
Anything over, so you get X amount of.
X amount of copies per month,
Right,
and if
so
you
anything
exceed
above-
that,
Right.
copy charges. So these are extra copy charges for 4 different machines?
Departments.
Nina, do they send an itemized bill on those by chance? Maybe that would help the board if they had a gander at those.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing that separates them.
Is there a way that the board could get copies of those invoices, Nina? You could just email them to us?
So these, Nina, these are 4 different departments in the city? Yeah, I understand you're raising
Yeah.
that question, Mayor. I mean,
Yeah, it just
So
seemed like,
it just seems to be a little confusing on how this, I'm not saying it's not legitimate, obviously you wouldn't pay it if it wasn't
Right, and
legitimate.
it's much
I'm not
cheaper.
questioning that, it's just, I think the board is seeking clarification and understanding of how all these things come about. And we're signing off on them, we're approving them.
Purchasing toner like we were before. Before we didn't have any maintenance agreements with our machines. So we were well, most machines didn't have maintenance agreements. So anytime you needed something repaired or you needed to purchase toner, you had to buy it.
Yeah.
And it came out of whatever fund had money. So.
Okay, are there any other questions on the claims? If not, I'll need a motion to approve.
I make a motion to approve the claims for this month, the July 13th meeting, in the amount of $292,096.59.
New York City.
Thank goodness, that was so
I wish.
That's
Ma-
frightening.
Yeah, that sure was.
So those maintenance fees added up, huh?
I didn't have time to put my contacts in, so.
Do we have a second?
I second that motion.
We have a motion by Steve, seconded by Joetta, to approve the claims. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We have major illness. Dan, do we have any major illness?
I do not believe so, Madam Mayor.
Well, that's good news. Thank you. Do we have any other business to come before this board? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Second?
Motion to adjourn by Jamie, seconded by Scott. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We're close, Steve.
Thank you.